beautiful soul. I just got done burning some bay leaves, and it's very, like I literally went to bed and I was like, okay, let me go to sleep. And I was preparing to record the video just after waking up. And yeah, because in my dreams I'd get the message for the collective and something. And then as I was going to sleep, like I was about to fall asleep, suddenly there was this like, no, I need to sage, I need to burn some bay leaves, because I was wearing the same clothes and I went out for a walk, which was okay because I was in nature, rivers. But before as I was going for a walk, I stopped at a party that was happening. It was a beautiful party, dance. And for so long I didn't dance with people, I didn't hang out, put myself around people. Putting your body around people and letting people see you, witness you, it can be a very what do we say, there's a word for it. It can be daunting. I don't want to say daunting, but I would say, like, if you grew up in an environment wherein you didn't feel safe around people you grew up, wherein you were constantly shamed for your body issues, like maybe like having gas, having farting, or like hunger. Like if you were shamed for your hunger, if you were shamed for your genuine curiosity, because child is very curious about their body, curious about why certain things are happening certain way, they want to look around and all of that. If you were shamed for your genuine curiosities, being around people can bring up certain kind of shame you know but thankfully, over the period of time, over my healing journey, I don't feel that way anymore. But it was like I stopped at this place, with this cafe that is run by my friend, and it was so much fun to dance with people and all. But I wore the same clothes, and in the same clothes that I was about to go to sleep into. So I was like, no, because I want to record the video in the same clothes. Usually I would change before sleeping. But because I had to record a video, so I thought I'll sleep in the same outfit and then record in the morning in the same outfit. But Spirit had other plans for me, and as I was burning bay leaves, what I kept receiving was like unexpressed pain, unexpressed grief, unexpressed sorrow, unexpressed anger, unexpressed sadness causes depression, causes addictions. But same with unexpressed joy. When you do not express your joy, when you do not express what you feel, like the beautiful things that you are seeing, like, okay, wow, I love this. When you see something beautiful and you don't express it, when you see just or you find something very enchanting and it is giving you joy, and you stop yourself from expressing your joy and your excitement, it does the same. It creates even more pain, more sadness, unexpressed love. That causes even also the sadness. And here's something, we are afraid, like, what if we find something beautiful and we tell it to the other person, and other person does not reciprocate. It's still better. It's still better than not expressing. It won't do anything for you, because you gotta live honestly, right? You want to live honestly. Do you not want to? You want to live honestly, so then that is more important. Whether the reaction of other people, it should not matter, because you want to, like, I'm like, if I find something exciting, I would make sure that I express it. I'll be like, yay, like that. Even the little things, and especially the little things, we gotta let ourselves. And it's that little things, wearing something sparkly, putting a bow over our.
Bring magic in your life with my magic paintings. This painting says, dearest God, dearest Mother, thank you for guiding me. Thank you for leading my way. When you live around this painting, the way you start to move in this world very bravely, confidently, courageously, you would find yourself becoming most braver, bolder, confident version of yourself, and it's just so much divine guidance and peaceful energies into your life. Super powerful. Super. You can't miss the magic. You can't. I'm telling you, you cannot. Okay. Also, you can hire me and I will channel a customized magic painting uniquely for you. A painting that will bring lot of success, high vibrations, good energies, power, love, and like sacred, peaceful, pure energies into your life. It's so powerful, and
Ahead and doing something like creative, or your unique creative thing, those little things gives you the bigger strength to go through pain. You know what, the big challenges of life, literally the challenges that break you, that will break every bone in your body, you know, that gives you shiver, that gives the shiver to entire, like every fiber of your being. In those kind of moments, your strength comes from following your joy, for following those little silly joys of your inner child. It comes from, you know, looking at the stars. It comes from looking up at the sky and looking up at the clouds and letting yourself wonder. It comes from, you know, playing around with colors and dressing up sillier. These things gives you so much strength. And another thing about people pleasing, we are like, okay, we should not people please. We should, if we said, if we want to go to sleep by 10:30 and a friend wants to party at 11:30, we should not please them and go to party at 11:30. We should go to sleep. Okay, so we should not people please. But here's another thing. When you are stopping yourself from following your joy, when you are stopping yourself from sharing your excitement, from giving people compliments, that's also people pleasing, because you're afraid like what their reaction is gonna be to your honest expression, and you're stopping because of the fear of their reaction. So that is also people pleasing. That is also people pleasing. Yes, your honest, authentic expression may create confusion in another people, may create questions within people like, what's the point of it? Why is she even doing it? Why is he even doing it? What's the point of it? Oh, he looks so silly, or it may cause anger in certain people, internal anger, internal hatred. Okay, but you still gotta do that. You still gotta make that brave choice to live as honestly as possible. That means as creatively as possible. That means you choosing to let what God wants to create through you, speak through you, work through you, you let it happen. And I want to also share the shame that I feel. First of all, like my mom, when my mom was passing away, one of the pain in regards to her passing away was like I literally had no money to travel back to see her. If I had the money, I would have been able to save her. Literally, I would have been able, but I didn't, And so I continuously keep having this fear, like what if, this fear of something happening to me or anybody else that I love, and my dog, because of not having money. And as I'm recording this video, I have like 36 rupees in my bank account, and I feel so afraid and ashamed to be in this position, like, okay, to be seen like as somebody who doesn't have the money for the food right now, to be seen in that, to be seen in such survival by other people. it feels so ashamed, and maybe I might not share it with other people, because when other people have shared this fear, I tend to run away from it. And so I'm afraid, what if people will run away? What, it's just caused so much but I just wanted to share this shame, because I don't want to live in it, and I know God's got me. I know God will provide for me and my baby girl, and we will always be healthy. My ancestors, this was, before I adopted my dog, it was my deal that my ancestors, I told because my grandmother and great grandmother came in my dream and told me to adopt her. I told them that if you are telling me to adopt her, you make sure that we always have food and safe home. So it's been 4 years, and we always had home and always had food, and I really feel like God must do better. Literally, God must do better when it comes to feeding me and my dog, because we're not getting right food. Genuinely, that's the truth. And right health care. I need to get my gut checked and so much, but I'm not able to, because I don't have the but it's better. God must bring everything to me to take care of me and my dog really better. It's high time. Anyway, another exercise that I want to share with you is as I was navigating the fear and the anxiety, because I was like, oh, let me call my father and ask him for the money. He will say few things, but he'll give me the money. But I was like, no, I don't want money to come through disrespect or struggle or hard work. No, it must come to me effortlessly. And I was like, I'm not gonna lift a finger. God must bring this money to me. I have done everything. And it was like when I started my YouTube channel, when I started to follow my dreams, when I started to keep making brave and courageous choices over and over again, and it was intense pressure, you guys. Intense pressure every moment, when you don't have food, when your mother is passing away, when you lose two close family members, mother and grandfather, in a year, and you have no rent, rent not being paid, no, and you're living around strangers, you can't rely on them for anything. It's intense pressure living that kind of life. And I was like, God, I'm starting this, I'm following, I'm taking these leaps, and quality is not my responsibility. Quantity is, me showing up. That is my responsibility. Rest, everything, marketing and the quality of the work, it's all yours, not mine. I can't take that big responsibility. I'm a little girl who's been through so much throughout her childhood. So much of abuse, so much of pain, so much of humiliation, so much of not having scarcity wounds. And I don't want to sound ungrateful, because yes, the pain did serve a purpose, and I am grateful for everything. But the truth also is, it really broke me down. It gave me a severe complex PTSD. Okay, wherein my literally every second of my life was lived in survival. Anyway, so it was intense pressure, but now I don't want to relate with money like that. I want the money, and I like the relationships and the feeling sensations around money in my nervous system was to be ease, calmness, light heartedness. And it is the responsibility of the God, of Mother Earth, to feed me, to make sure that I'm safe and very well taken care of at all times. So I'm not gonna move a finger to have this money come to me for food, or to beg, or to plead. Nothing. I do not need to do none of that. It must come to me just because I exist, just because I exist, you know. So as I was navigating this fear and all these like survival patterns, maybe I should ask a friend, maybe I should talk to my father, maybe I whatever, you know. I was like, no, none of that. And I was sitting through the fear, breathing through the fear, and suddenly there was this inspiration that came to me, which was about writing hours before I made my first millions in my business, you know, and write about it. So I was like, I can't believe just few hours before making my first million, I was worried about how will I have the food and basic groceries tomorrow morning. I was feeling heartbroken that uh, I am unable to offer my dog the food, the care, the life she deserves. I had no money to get her pumpkin next morning. Just 36 rupees in my bank account was keeping my energy so low. I was worried about how I will pay my 6 months of rent. My fears around being on road, being being humiliated by people for not paying my rent, being begging on roads for food, me and my dog dying because of not getting proper health care and food. All these fears were loud, and as well because I was seeing, and the fear felt real because I was seeing no evidence of money showing up, not even little amount of money. I couldn't imagine God was orchestrating this big amount for me. I am glad I breathed through the fear. I am glad that when I was seeing no evidence, I didn't turn back to the old. I didn't give up. I didn't do something hasty or hurtful. All of my fears and on emotional level um, came true. I lost my mom, the safety of having family, lost my relationship with my siblings, lost the love in the relationship with my father. So much pain in my heart, so much pain, and no food for tomorrow morning. I really wanted to have pears and feeling sad because I thought I couldn't. I was contemplating maybe I could ask friend. I could ask friend for grocery money. I was praying to God and asking God to put on someone's heart to donate to me, to get into my services. I was playing around with the idea that maybe I can go to vegetable uncle to get the fruits like pear and dog's pumpkin and other food grocery that I need for 2-3 days and pay him after 3 days. I was trying really hardest to find a way to get food for the next morning before my first million showed up. I really didn't see any evidence of it coming, but it came, you know. So this is a quantum leaping thing that I did. The hours before I made million, I was worried about food. Hours before I made million, I was contemplating asking money for groceries from my friend. Hours before I made millions, I was praying to God to put on someone's heart to donate for me. Hours before I made my first million, I was contemplating that maybe, you know, I was navigating the fears of being on road. I was navigating the fear of you know, begging on road for food. I was navigating the fear of being humiliated by people for not being able to pay my 6 months of rent. I was feeling the sadness of how much I have persevered through, how much I have lost. And hours before I've made my first million, I was contemplating maybe I can, you know, ask my like grocery where I get usually the grocery from, that maybe he can give me 2-3 days of groceries, you know, just basic vegetables. And I want to eat a pear. maybe he can give me like 5-6 pairs, and I can pay him later. Hours before I made my first million, I was in this situation. So I did something like this, wanted to share this exercise with you. Hope it helps you in some manner. Spirit inspired me. I don't know why Spirit has inspired me to start my business, make these YouTube videos. Yes, they have impacted me. I have grown a lot through them, definitely. Yeah, this is where I'm at. I have my multiple mentorship options available: 1 week mentorship, 1 month of mentorship, 3 months of mentorship. You will have a safe space with me to process your fears, your limiting beliefs, your worries, and with my psychic abilities, I'll be able to guide you a lot in your life, in every area of your life. If you're playing small, if you're feeling underconfident, work with me and you will start to walk in this world very bravely, courageously. And just being in my energy brings up so much, what do we say, so much value to you, just having access to my energy, you know. And if you feel like, oh, you're not good enough, gifted enough, you have nothing to offer to the world, work with me. I'll show the treasure that you are, that you have in you. Okay. And it's just it will be very good for your heart, the best thing for your heart, to be in my mentorships. And I also have my one-on-one psychic guidance sessions, like channel, if you need psychic guidance or channel messages for you, they're there. I have my journaling course. The wisdom inside my journaling course is the exact wisdom that you need to know right now to expand in your next magical era. I have my ebook called Energetic Activation for Brand New Life. The powerful prayers, intentions, affirmations, and verses inside this ebook would really, upgrade your life to the max, and every area of your life. Like literally, the prayers are so powerful. The intentions around sexual energy, the other prayers, and it's just so powerful, like highly valuable, incredibly powerful, and incredibly valuable. Both my journaling and my ebook course, okay? And magic paintings are definitely there, and I have my donation link, so you can send me tips and donations and be generous with me. I would love my world to be filled with generosity. You know, I want a client based that is so generous with me, so kind with me, so patient with me, and they joyfully and very lovingly put their faith, their trust, their time, their energy, their money into me over and over again. I want this kind of life, this kind of client base, these kind of profits. Like, I want to exist in deep, unshakable calm, and that unshakable calm comes with having deep, solid, and secure financial stability. You know, consistent profits, consistent money coming up in my bank account, consistent resources, and me existing in the energy of love, wherein my heart and my mind, my body, heart is consistently being led by God, you know. And in every fiber of my being, I'm holding the intention for deep calm, you know, peace, harmony, love, safety, deep emotional safety for all people, home safety, food safety for all people, you know. So yeah, link, you can also donate for my rent, food bills, and everything. You know, today is 9th of August when I'm recording this. This video will come later, but yeah, it's nice to document it all, you know. Mwah.